Hello one and hello all. My name is Maponga J, here live with you on your Farmers of Thought channel, where we are discussing African politics, African science, African medicine, technologies, culture, fashion, food, and everything else between. The whole idea is to get the African children talking about their African problems and finding those critical African solutions. Yes, we are powered by the Voice Lounge. The Voice Lounge. They've partnered with Farmers of Thought to assist us grow the brand, help us buy the airtime, and drive these shows for you. I have a very important and exciting subject that I would like you to tap into. And if your parents are around, if your parents are above 40 years, 45, 50, 60 years, please tag them on this special platform. If your parents are getting to be my age, around 45, 50, 60, 70 years, and they are on social media and Facebook, please do me a favor and tag them. I have something that we old people must start talking about. I want to start sharing some beautiful information about retirement and the life of the old people, be it your mother, be it your father. If they are old, do me a favor and please tag them like now, because I have a message that I want to pass to them. They must be the first ones to hear it live. I'm coming from the farm. You can see my hands are a bit dry, and another young man and young women at the office decided to create for me the Farmers of Thought t-shirt. Beautifully done, Farmers of Thought. And they also put the back logo, back logo somewhere there. The Farmers of Thought logo, and beautiful piece of t-shirt that they did for me. If you are interested in getting any of these paraphernalias, you can tag on the line there, and you'll be able to get yourself access. I want us to talk about this concept that I'm doing at the farm, the idea of building myself a village, or building a city in the midst of nowhere, to create an environment where I can be able to implement all the cultural knowledge that I have. Inclusive to that, it is the birth center, indigenous plants, agriculture, the culture of food, arts and crafts, tool making, and house construction, architecture, and fashion, and rites of passage, and all sorts of cultural practices, and create a venue whereby people can actually come to the venue and experience African culture, the Southern African culture, particularly the Karanga, a little bit of the Zulu, the Kalangas, and a little bit of the Tsongas and Vendas, all in one space, sort of thing. That's what I'm doing. And someone might ask me, but why are you doing this thing, and why are you so passionate about this thing? I'm preparing for my retirement. And what will happen to me after I retire, maybe at the age of 65, maybe 70, maybe 80. Though from where I am right now, I don't need to work the rest of my life. I don't need to work. But for what it is worth, it is important that one, when you still have strength, you can start preparing for your retirement. Many of you who are still young and are excited about working, you must understand that the capitalistic institutions and colonialism still looks at you with value as long as you still have strength to work in the organizations. You're a manager, assistant manager, production manager, marketing executive, what. and they give you packs and packs, a car over there and a credit card. You can fly around the world and do etc. But by the time you get old, these institutions are bound to throw you out, and you must be relinquished. You lose your house sometimes in town. If you've managed to buy your house, it's okay. But keeping up with the bills in town when you're no longer working, many times it's no longer viable and it's not practical. And then you are this old man sitting in his house that he's supposed to have built, and he's now waiting with children to give him support. And I think that when you still have strength, between the ages of 30, 35, you've put your family in order, you have your wife, you have your kids, you have your husband, you have your kids. When you still have strength, find yourself a farm, find yourself an estate, find yourself a holding, find yourself a piece of property. Then start building 20, 30, 40 kilometers away from town, as it were. And even some of those villages that are slightly out of town. Land there is for free. In many cases, it's for free in Africa here. You just need to carry a goat and maybe a chicken or something, or some 1,000 rand or some $200 or something like that, or some 250 puller. Go and greet the chief there, and konta, if you're a Swazi, your konta and get yourself that piece of land. Build yourself your own home. If you love gymming, then build your gym. If you love swimming, build a swimming pool. If you love farming, build it. Because what is life that you can spend all your days working in the offices only to end up in an old age home, instead of retiring from your home of your choice, surrounded by the things that you love the most? And I'd like to say this to all the old guys, that before you lose your strength, if you are between 45 and 60, it is the right time to start right now. Get yourself a piece of land. Get yourself a piece of land and invest in that land. Put your Wi-Fis, put your goats, put your chickens, put your DSTV, put your toilets, put your beds, put your horses, and build something that when you are old, you can actually come to this place and rest, and your grandchildren can visit you and come and see you in the comfort of your own home. You can conduct your own ceremonies and rituals and celebrations with no one that can worry you. And I think it is the most noble thing that all you guys who are working must start thinking, how fast you can actually work in the system, and don't block and stay on your position until you're 70, 80 years old. Come on, give the young people a chance. You're a pastor, work for some time, and after that, walk away from the pulpit. Let the young people who are able to do the job do it. You're a manager, you're a general manager, do what you can. Train other young people to do your job, and then walk away from the job. Retire. Don't be afraid of retiring, but don't retire when you have no strength that is left in you. Retire when you still have muscles and energy to work the land and create for yourself your retirement home that you like. Nothing beats that. So while I'm busy posting these pieces of stuff that I'm doing at the farm, in Dumba, and small little igloo houses that I'm building, the palace that I want to build, the entertainment centers I want to build, the cottages, the community halls, the training centers, the craft centers, the smelting centers and stuff like that. I would like, when I get old, to surround myself with the energy that will keep my creative juices alive. Maybe that will keep my life slightly longer, because I'm excited. I'm excited about what I'm doing, and it gets me happy, and it gives me peace of mind. So I'd like to advise all the old guys, come on guys, don't stay in town too long. Don't be seen at the age of 80. Mtati wa Paradi Bantana is putting on a small little thing on his head with a bald head, busy there trying to groove and dance with the young boys and dancing with the young girls. Come on, old guy. Where were you in your young days? You can't come here now and pollute the atmosphere with your smelling armpits as an old man. when you are still young and you still have energy. Create for yourself the heaven that you want. Create for yourself the estate that you want. Use your salary money to prepare for your retirement. Use your salary money to prepare for your retirement. Maybe 1/3, maybe a quarter of your salary. Buy yourself a cow. In 5 years' time, maybe you have 4, 5, 6 cows. In 10 years' time, maybe 15 cows. Buy chickens. One chicken can give you 20 to 50, 60 eggs. And then there you have another 100. Breed those chickens. Within 2 years or so, you have 1,000+ chickens that are running around your place. Eat what you want, play what you want, do what you want. But as an old man, when you still have muscle, you still have strength, and your mind is still sane and clean, please start preparing for your retirement. The company you are waiting for does not owe you a retirement. You owe yourself your own retirement. So start preparing for your landing strip. Use your salary money to prepare for your exit out of this commercial space. And it is not fair that old people are still holding on to jobs, while young people are walking on the street unemployed, because the old man is scared of going back to retirement, and he thinks he cannot retire in town. You look around, living in Soweto, in Houghton, in Sandringham, in Highlands, or in Sunset, or he's living in Monze, he's living in Lilongwe. Wherever you are on the face of Africa, it does not matter. But if you look at those places which are urbanized, when you are old, those places are too expensive to be maintained. You cannot live there. So while you are still strong, hear the voice, please prepare for your retirement. Prepare it for yourself. Build your fish ponds, build your chicken runs, build your pens, build your pools, build your gyms, buy your DSTVs, get your solar panels, do your entertainment centers, your cultural center, buy your drums, buy the things that if you like racing, build a race course around your space, but do the things that you love. Do the things that you love, so that in your old age and in your retirement, you can retire in the comfort of your own dreams. Prepare a world which you can live in for yourself. You owe it to yourself. You deserve it yourself. You can't spend all your time working in corporate only to end up with a watch and a bicycle or a certificate, 25 years of experience, 30 years of experience. You are going to be a bitter old man. You're going to be a bitter old woman who is living on handouts from the corporate. So my 2 cents advice to your parents: help your parents to get out of town. Get out of town and prepare for your retirement. Get yourself an estate when you still have strength. Marshal up. Prepare yourself for retirement. You owe it to yourself to retire in the space and place that you love. Yours truly, Maponga J. Until we see you again on another broadcast, stay away from trouble. Don't do what I wouldn't do, but if you do it better.